So next we'll go to the topic of pointer. So pointer is a derived data type. It will store the memory location of some other data variable. Okay, and the pointer will point to the value of another data variable. So that is the um, purpose of pointer. Okay, so pointer points to another variable. It will have the address of that variable, and the pointer will point to the value of that variable. Okay, so this is your pointer, and the syntax of pointer is you can give the data type star ptr. Okay, and the data type which you are giving is not the data type of your pointer, it is the data type of the value which it is referencing. Okay, so for that in your pointers you will be using your dereferencing operator. Okay, so if we use a dereferencing operator, that is the asterisk, it is used to denote that the declared variable will store the address of another variable. Okay, so that we'll be using your star here. So this is one small example. Here int a we have initialized as 10. Next in star ptr we have a pointer and his name is ptr, and pointer is equal to address of a. Okay, so pointer special variable which stores address of another variable. Here it is storing address of a, and here we can give printf percentage p. Okay, format specifier is percentage p, then ptr. So if you give ptr, the address of a will be given out, and if you give star ptr, the value of a will be given out. Okay, so here the if you give star ptr, the value is 10. So this is the simple example using pointers. Next, let us discuss about the uses of pointers in C. So these are the uses of pointers. First one is pass argument. You can pass argument. Next, you can access any array element. Next, you can return multiple values from a function using pointer. And using pointer, you can go for dynamic memory allocation. Then you can also implement data structures. And in system level programming, where memory addresses are full, pointers can be used. And next is you can use in your control tables. So these are the uses of pointers. Next is advantages of pointer. So the main advantages, pointers are used for dynamic memory allocation and deallocation. Okay, and an array can be easily accessed using pointers, and pointers are very useful for accessing the memory locations, and it can be used when you have complex data structures like such as linked lists, graph trees. Pointers can be easily used, and when we are using pointers, it reduces the length of the program and execution time as well. So these are the advantages of your pointer. Next is your disadvantage. Next is disadvantages of pointers. Okay, so in case if you use a wrong value to the pointer, if you give a wrong value to the pointer, memory corruption can occur. Okay, so that is one main disadvantage. And pointers are little bit complex to understand. It can be confusing. And if you use pointers, you will have some memory leaks also, and it is compared to a variable, pointers is really complex and slower. And in case if you don't have any initialization to the pointer, so there will be segmentation fault. Okay, so these are the disadvantages of your pointers. Next are types of pointers in C. There are many types of pointers. First one is integer pointers. Okay, so these are the pointers which point to your integer value. Okay, so these pointers are pointing to your integer value, and it can point to any primitive data type, also derived data types also. Okay, next is your array pointer. Array pointer means, okay, next is array pointer, where you will be using in arrays. The array name also is nothing but the pointer to its first element. Okay, so you can use a pointer like that in array.